Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be dropping another fragrance review. We're going to be talking about something from the house of Guerlain. This offering is called Lui. This is the bottle right here. Interesting looking bottle. I haven't quite seen a bottle like this before. Maybe the house of CaLi, I believe it's called. They have the closest I've seen to like a similar bottle to this. So yeah, we're going to be talking about this a little bit today. So if you like fragrance related content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. That will keep you notified on your feed every time a new video drops. So now, let's talk about this fragrance a little bit. Here's the top. It's a light plastic top with some silver and black. Then on the top, some more silver. This is the bottle. Let's give it a spray real quick. The spray is not bad. You immediately get a lot of like benzoin and some vanilla. Smells kind of fresh in the air, and when you wear it on skin, it's kind of similar, but I feel it smells fresher when it's just out in the air. All right, so let's give it a spray on skin real quick. The sprayer, it's kind of like a big mist, right? Like a circle of mist. It's not like direct, if that makes sense. It doesn't shoot very far, so you gotta put a little close. But I do like when it does that big mist. As long as it's close, it does apply a generous amount. So here, I feel like in the opening and the mid, it's very similar. You get a lot of the same, right? You get some carnations. I like carnations. I'm a fan of carnations. I know they were big in fragrances back in the 80s. Just the flowers in general they were just in general real popular back then. I used to see them a lot in gardens and stuff like that, right? When you're like around buildings or places where they have gardens or grass, you would see those type of flowers a lot. I feel like I don't see them as often anymore. So yeah, you get that carnation. It's like a supportive player. It's in the background. It has an elegant touch to it. It's not overbearing or anything. Just the fragrance in general. And you get that vanilla, which again isn't that strong, but I feel it's stronger than the carnations are. You get a leather scent here, and it's I feel like that and the vanilla are two of the more prominent players, but they're very well balanced. Like it's almost like they're fighting for position, right? Like neither one is dominating the fragrance. You just get them evenly balanced, both. I really like I don't know if you would necessarily call this a leather fragrance, like if you're looking for a leather fragrance, because you do get leather, but it's not gonna be up front and center, like if that's what you're looking for, right? But I like what they did with the leather note here, because this winter I've been trying out a lot of leather fragrances. Leather is not really my favorite note, but I've been trying a lot of leather fragrances to see if I could find one I like, right? And this one I really enjoy. This one would be up there for me as far as if we were to count this as a leather fragrance. Although I'd be hard pressed to say it's necessarily a leather fragrance, because while you do get leather, it's not like a strong leather like how you would think, right? It's different. Because all the other surrounding notes around it are almost just as strong. Like you get the benzoin here, you get the vanilla, and you get the leather. I feel like those are the main notes. But you get that carnation in the background that gives it a nice touch as well. If I had to describe this in like lamest terms, I'm trying to get you to envision kind of like what I'm trying to say when I'm telling you it's not a prominent leather fragrance. If I had to describe it, this comes off more almost like if it was a white floral with leather in the background, right? Like it's not the main predominant player. And with a touch of sweetness of some vanilla, which is also kind of soft, right? It's not overly sweet or anything like that. That's kind of how it comes off to me. So in the dry down, once you're like 4 hours in, what you're left with is that leather. It's still there. And that vanilla mainly, right? You're mainly left with those two notes. And there is some musk in the dry down. So you get some of that musk creeping in, which you kind of don't feel it. You feel that vibe of, you know how musk can feel almost like fuzzy? So you get that kind of through the whole fragrance. I would say white florals can do that as well. So you get that fuzziness, which can be the musk, but I think it's the combination of other things, right? Because it almost feels like it's the vanilla and the benzoin that's giving it that texture. And in the dry down, it's still the same texture, but now it feels like it's musky, like it's the musk. So in the dry down, you will say leather, vanilla, and musky. Overall, I enjoyed this. It's a nice fragrance. I thought it was kind of overhyped for a while. It depends on on your taste and fragrances. I don't think it's like a super masterpiece, how some people say, but I do think this fragrance it's very well done. I don't think I have anything like this in my collection. Do I have stuff that's maybe somewhat vaguely similar? If I look through my stuff, I might have, because some fragrances I've used once or twice and I kind of forget I even have them there or what they smell like, right? So if I look to them, I might have something like this. So what I'm trying to say is I wouldn't, if you have like 500 fragrances, I wouldn't say this uberly unique. You might have something like this already in your collection. Overall, I think once you're in the 5 hour mark, it's kind of a skin scent already. It's vaguely there. You have to be smelling your forearm and whatnot to pick up to get the smell, right? So I would just stop counting at 5 hours. It's still there. If you look for it, does it last longer? Yeah, probably. But at 5 hours, it's where once you have to search for it like that, I kind of stop counting right there. So yeah, that's where I would go with performance. Projection is okay. It's not bad. How would I say this? The projection, it's I'll say it's maybe slightly, it's like moderate. I'll say moderate to maybe, depending on how much you apply. Maybe it could be a little bit above average, but I'll put it somewhere around 6 as far as projection. Can this give you compliments? Any fragrance can give you compliments if you're around the right people. You gotta be around people that enjoy this type of scent. It's not a scent that's difficult to wear. It's a very easygoing leather, like I said. I think we're about done with this review. That's about all I have to say about it. If you tried this fragrance before, let me know in the comment section down below what you get from it and what your experience has been wearing it. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit that like button. Every little bit helps. And other than that, I think I'll just check you guys out next time.